Check, check, mic, check. This even works. I don't even, everything's going live. That's good, good. And we're there and we're good. Boom, 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 boom. Do. Oh man, let me just get this up. Check, check. Check, mic, check up. Is it frozen? Is my audio even? Check, check. You the audio sounds really good, but the video looks like it's frozen. Fuck. Ad starts in 22 seconds. See if we can fix it in 22 seconds midstream. Why is there a lag? I don't understand. Let's watch this video real quick.
In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix your video lag while using OBS, either for live streaming or, and I'm going to show you what's happening, basically why it's lagging, the recording that's being recorded in OBS. So basically, before we go too far, okay, the key really is to look at a few things, okay? And to find out, to see those things in OBS, basically they're called statistics, right? So it's like the health of your live stream or the health of your recording, you know, in OBS, okay? So basically you can go to view and then go to stats, and just kind of give you this kind of like, you know, overview
Learning
of what's
here.
happening in your OBS setup, okay? Another way is if you want to have it permanently while you're actually live streaming or recording content, you can actually have it right here as a doc. So this is what I did. So basically you go to docs and then and as you can see, mine is at 2%. Usually this is like my CPU is really good. So if you have a CPU usage that's above 50%, I would say you start getting uncomfortable. Right, so anything below 50%, I think you're fine. My computers that I use usually, I have like a CPU around, you know, this one is always below 5%, but I have my Mac Minis that usually will go around 10%, 12% max. But you know, I have tested some, you know, small mini PCs that will actually, you know, when I start live streaming, the CPU will go, you know, around 60% and it will jump to 80%, you know, so those usually not good. You don't want your CPU usage going beyond 50%. I would say like 30%, even below, would be even better, really. And then 20, and then coming back at 60. Or if you're recording in 30 or you're live streaming in 30, most people will do 30 frames per second. Usually, if you're not gaming or you're not doing sports, you don't want it to be dropping to like 17, 20, 15, 10, right? Where it start becoming red. So this number right here, you want it to be stable. Usually, this is very, very important. Now, as you can see, mine is at 0%. Okay, so now what's rendering? So right now I have my microphone, I have my frames per second, that's the encoding. I'm just play it. I'm going to change to 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second, so I can go first. They say we're still having issues and it's probably 30 frames per second is not working in 4K, then you know you probably have a computer that cannot handle 4K. You can now maybe lower to 1080 or you know, something in between. Maybe instead of 4K you can do 2. Maybe, and see if it works, right? You can also go back to settings and then you can make adjustments. So if I go to output, recording, you can make adjustments, things like tuning, low latency. Here you can actually go to let's say if I go to high quality, this may increase the work that the graphics card has to do because the quality has to be better, you know, the tuning part here, preset, you know, these are things that you can play with. If I say slower, better quality, that may impact again the recording. Here I chose constant QP for my encoding settings. Now if I change this to 18 instead of 16, it's gonna give me like a lower quality file, but it may improve my settings and make my computer kind of, you know, have less stress on it. So again, you can play with these things depending on the problem that you have and solve the issue. So as you can see, I just adjusted my settings and I increased the quality a little bit. And as you can see now, it's starting to actually struggle again, right? So now you can see I'm in the yellow. Still not bad, right? But if I had like maybe graphics and other stuff on the screen, or if I move, right? Usually it's when you move, you have a lot of movement. Like sometimes the computer, you can see there's a little bit of lag, right? See, look at that, look at that, look at that, right? Why? Because there's a lot of motion going on. You can see that it's now in the red, right? Why? Just simply because of a few things that I just adjusted here, which impacted the actual encoding, right? So now what I can do, I can go back here and then I can change the tuning. Instead of being too high quality, we can choose to have it to low latency. Hit apply, hit OK, and as you can see, it's going to improve. Let's give it a minute, or you can just hit reset and see what happens. Okay, again guys, everything's about playing with it, see what works. See, hit apply, hit OK, and as you can see, it's going to improve. Let's give it a minute, or you can just hit reset and see what happens. Okay.